It's a story time about the time I got jumped. Now, I want to make this very fucking clear. Very clear. Very clear. Listen. I ain't dogging nobody. I ain't talking shit about nobody. I'm just telling the truth. There's no lies. No lies. I didn't come up here to hype anything. I came up here to purely tell a story so you guys can, of course, get a laugh, because I think it's hilarious now. And for somebody who's been through the same thing, or somebody who's going through this, or just experiencing, well, you guys ain't even nobody's even experiencing high school anymore. I'm just here to share my story because, baby girl, I'm ready to talk. Okay, I'm ready to talk.
Open your eyes.
So I got jumped. Some bitches jumped me. Like, they jumped my ass. Anyways, this all happened 9th grade year. I was a 9th grader. And let me tell you how it all started, honey. So, freshman year, first day of school or second day of school, something like that, I'm late because I'm always late. Like, I need to change that. I'm late for class. I'm cute as fuck, okay? Period. Everything's matching. Everything's new. Of course, everything's new. But I'm cute. So I'm going up the stairs to my math class because I had math first period in the 9th grade on the 3rd floor. And I'm walking up the stairs. And I get into the hallway. The hallway is fucking empty. Do you hear me? Because I'm late. There's one other girl. We're going to call her Brandy. Brandy is on this side of the hall. I'm on this side of the hall. She coming this way. I'm going this way because my class, I don't know which way we're going, but we going opposite directions. The dean is in the hallway as well. So I'm walking, you know, getting ready to go to my class. This girl, please help me not to call these bitches some bitches, because they were some bitches. Like, honestly, this girl is on the whole other side of the hallway and comes near me to bump me. Now, y'all know me. Mama ain't raised no hoe. So she bumps me and I push her ass like this. And I keep walking because obviously you're a dumbass, because there's nobody in this hallway. So you shouldn't be bumping me. And that's one of my pet peeves. Don't touch me. Please do not touch me if you do not know me. Please do not bump me if you do not know me. And if you do bump me, say excuse me, because it will be a problem. I will say something. I'm not going to fight you because I'm way past and beyond all of that shit. But have some respect for me and yourself and others. Like, don't touch me. I don't want your spirits all up on... No, don't touch me. So I push her. And this girl has the nerve, Brandy has the nerve to say, did you just push me? The petty ass stuff that used to go on. She says, did you just push me? And I'm like, didn't you just bump me? The fuck? So she like, yeah, something. And I'm like, do that shit now. Let's get it, baby. I was on go. I was trained to go. I've always been trained to go. My whole family is trained to go. Ready. Always. From the youngest to the oldest. Trained to go. It's the DNA, baby. It's not even that we training them. It's in the blood. Trained to go. I'm like, baby, what's up? Like, fuck is you talking about? You already bumped me. I should have just beat your ass for you bumping me. But I didn't want to, you know, it's first day of school. I'm looking cute. So I'm like, girl, what's up? She's like, yeah, I see you on lunch hour talking all of this big shit, you guys. Yeah, she like, yeah, you gonna be in the hospital, this, that, and the third. Like, we jumped from see you on lunch hour to me in the hospital. And I'm like, bitch, no, you're gonna be in the hospital. Like, you have the right one. So obviously Brandy is a bully because she just skipped her ass all across the hall to bump little old me. But what Brandy don't know is she don't know me. I don't know who she been walking around this bitch bullying, but this is not the one. Me is not the one, okay? So I go up in my class. I am really ready to fight because once my temper goes from here to here, I'm tight. Do you hear me? Nobody says shit to me. Do you hear me? Don't talk to me. I'm mad. I'm ready to fight. So I'm like, lunch hour, I gotta beat a bitch down. That's what my mind is at. It ain't nothing. Nothing else is on my mind. See, I'm a different type of breed from those type of girls because they were talk. I'm the walk, bitch. I'm the walk, skip, hop, and jump. So I'm mad. I'm ready for lunch hour, baby. Because let's see who gonna make it to the ambulance, baby. So Akuna, my sister, she went to school with me that year. I'm telling Akuna, like, yeah, this girl bumped me and shit. I push her. And then now she talking about we gonna fight lunch hour. So Akuna just like, she like, okay, just show me her or whatever. So here go lunch hour, creeping on up. I see Brandy. Brandy see me seeing hers. Brandy see me seeing her. I see her seeing me. Do you hear me? This lunch hour. And Brandy said it first. Brandy see me, I see Brandy, and she just looked at me and keep going. I said, Akuna, that's her. That said we was supposed to fight. Now, one thing about me, I'm going to keep my motherfucking word. If I ever said I was going to whoop your ass, I'm whooping your ass. There's no turning back, baby, because that's just shit you can't walk back from. This girl looked me in my face and kept on walking. She didn't want to fight for real. She thought she had a hoe. And that's why I don't like where I come from like that. I don't like certain people. I love where I come from because it's a lot of positive people. It's a lot of great things that is happening in my city. But them type of people, whatever the fuck side of town they from, I don't like it. Ew. It's disgusting. And I pray to the Lord that these people are grown, long grown, they developed as well as I developed, because Lord knows I needed some development too. But I ain't like that, because I'm gonna give you what you give me. I'm that type of girl. I'm coming up in the room and I'm happy. I'm like, hey, what's your name? What's up? We could have fun. That's me. But if you give me some shit, baby, I'm giving you the whole cow manure, the whole motherfucking ape shit. Like, I'm turning up on you because you get from me what you give. My mama taught me that very well, from the youngest person to the oldest person. We both come up in this bitch and we give it respect. And if it ain't here, then mine's is gone too, baby. So that was the first story of where this big colossal of probably bitches hating me came from. Okay? Because bitches hated me. I don't even know what the fuck I did, what I said to these hoes, but they hated me. Okay? Now this is how your girl got jumped. It was my fault. So I'm skipping, right? I'm skipping because I was bad. 9th grade year, I was lost. I didn't know. I'm lost. Do you hear me? I can't even explain to you how lost I was. Like, but I was free. I could admit that I was really, really free. Like, whatever, I didn't have no time to think. I was just like, I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm there. I'm this. I'm that. And by the end of this story, it's gonna tie together, baby. I'm finna preach to you real quick, because God really showed me a lot of things in my childhood that I didn't pay attention to, that I should have paid attention to. And I was just not, I'm like, I'm thinking about other stuff. Jesus. I was skipping with one of my friends, and you know, we always skipped the last period of class. I know this sounds so bad. Do not be skipping, y'all. It's not worth it. I had to take like 2 English classes at once. Anyways, I skipped, and so the bell rings, it's time to go. So all of the freshmen lockers are upstairs and all the seniors lockers are downstairs. And I remember that because when I became a senior, my locker was downstairs. So the girl's sister, what's her name? We're gonna call her Lisa. The girl's sister, which she don't like me neither. Whatever, don't give a fuck. The girl's sister is walking, and then we bump each other. Now, I'm not knowing who bumped who because, you know, we're getting out of school. It's rowdy. Everybody's loud. This Lisa says, watch where the fuck you going. And she whispers it. But you know me, I'm like, y'all know me. I was ready, like, I'll be so ready. So I'm like, what the fuck you say? Say it louder. She like,
watch where the fuck you going.
She still said it low. So I'm like, maybe this bitch talk low. So I'll follow her down the stairs like a motherfucking big bad wolf. I don't know what's wrong with me. And that was wrong. I should have never followed her down the stairs. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? So I follow her down the stairs like a crazy lady. And I say that shit louder. Say that shit to my face, basically. And she didn't say nothing. She kept walking to her locker. Bitches switch up so quick, you guys. I've never been the bitch that switched up. I'm gonna be the bitch that's barking by my damn self and barking with 30 people, because I'm gonna do the same shit I'm gonna do with the 30 people that I do by myself. That's on period. Whether my sister, cousin, brother's there, I'm barking because I want to. See, the difference from me and the bitches that jumped me was I'm really hard, because I take the hard route. You feel me? I'm really hard. You know how people be like, motherfuckers want to play hard. No, I'm really hard. I really does this shit. They wasn't really hard. They was pretending to be hard, wanting to be hard. As soon as her motherfucking gang get the lining up at the locker, she like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, loud. Oh, the speaker then came on. She's really loud. I'm like, bitch, you want doing all of that? Do something then. If you really about that shit, do something then if you really about that shit. Because when I'm ready to do something, it's gonna get done. So you better do something first. My grandma always said, knock their ass out before they knock you. My granny said, knock their ass out before they knock you. So here is where the lesson starts to kick in. Because this bitch is hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. So my teacher that likes me, and I like her because she's a good teacher. I usually didn't like teachers because I was a bad kid. She comes and she's so little and she's like, no, do not fight. Go to your locker, get your things, go home. By this time, my friends are down from the locker and they're standing right on the side of me. She's like, no, you need to get your stuff, go home. I'm like, she talking mad shit. Like, this is the type of shit that get me hot. You know what I'm saying? Lisa walks up in my face while the teacher is trying to convince me not to whoop her ass. Like, this is the teacher and this is Lisa, and she walks up on me. Number one, don't walk up on me, because the teacher was there and saved your ass from getting knocked out right there. Because if you're in arm's reach, baby, I'm hitting your shit. Because my granny said you better knock that motherfucker before they knock you. Okay? So if you get in my arm's reach, baby, you get it hit. There's nothing else we can do about it. But Miss Teacher saved her. Now, I'm talking to the teacher because I'm trying to calm her down too, because she kind of making sense. She says it's not worth it. I said it's finna be worth it. she walk in my face again, I'ma knock her ass out. It's finna be worth it. Mark my words, baby. I say it, I does it. And I said it to the teacher, and then I turned around to her and I said clearly, you walk up on me again, I'ma knock your ass out. This bitch walks up to my face again. Booga! Knocked her ass out, like I said, because I just told you. She thought it was a game. Think it's a game? Mm-hmm. It wasn't a game, baby. Now she's on the floor, and now I'm on top of her, and I'm beating her ass because I turned into an animal. And I used to turn into an animal. That's why I don't like this shit no more, because people were letting me know that once I was angry, I didn't notice when I was angry I wasn't me. People kept reminding me, like, you be something else when you're angry. And they kept saying that shit to me, and I was not listening to it at all. I have anger issues. And so I'm beating her up on the floor. And I feel like a little, like, literally how I'm hitting my head, that's what I feel. So I'm punching this girl in the face, and I'm like, somebody is hitting me? Is somebody hitting me? Okay. Maybe not. Because it was so weak. It was like, I don't know, it was so weak. So I'm like, I'm just still fighting a girl at this point, because my anger is, I'm getting my anger out. So then I feel a little sad. And I'm punching her. So I stand up because I'm like, what the fuck going on? I lean my body up, and then I get like kicked back down. So once I get kicked back down, I start immediately punching the girl even harder. So her friends jumping me, making me whoop her ass even more, because that's how I psychologically think when I'm fighting. You hit me hard, I hit you harder, because what? Are you dumb? Who finna be hurt? You, not me. So I'm punching her, and I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm getting jumped. Yeah, I'm getting jumped. I'm getting jumped. That's when it went. I'm getting jumped. I see one of my friends, and she's like on the ground. She's like low on the floor, and she's like this. I only see her like this. Nobody's helping me. Do you hear me? This little pitter patter is gone. It's gone. So I'm a suggest that one of my friends took care of that little bitty ass pitter patter, because what the fuck was that? So my friend that's on the ground that I see out of my peripheral, that's like this, her sister, I see and hear her sister's voice, and she says Brenda's name. Is her name Brenda or is it Brandy? I don't know. I think it's Brandy. She says Brandy's name. So that's when I'm like, oh, Brandy's over here. Brandy's kicking me. So my friend's sister is like pushing, holding her back from kicking me, which is a real ass bitch. She's not even my friend. I think she's friends with them, and she's pushing this girl back from kicking me. But what are my friends doing? You tell me. I'll wait. So once I know that Brandy is over here, I immediately turn around and get the cracking Brandy ass. Once I start cracking Brandy, my friend's sister moves out the way. Brandy is loose. I'm still cracking her shit. Brandy's getting beat up. Brandy is getting beat up. Okay? I'm working these hoes. Y'all supposed to be jumping me, but I'm working y'all. Make it make sense, love. Make it make sense, love. Anyways, I'm cracking her shit. Book, book, meek, mook, boop, boop. This girl getting beat up. You want me to solidify that she getting beat up? Because another one of her friends say, hell no, Brandy. Because Brandy's getting beat up. Okay? Brandy jumped in to get beat up. She cracks my ass in the side of my head. Y'all, this was the only motherfucking punch in the fight that fazed me. How does 4 people jump me and only one punch gets my attention? One punch. As soon as that girl hit me on the side of my head, I immediately turned around from whooping Brandy's ass to fight her. Because, bitch, you got something. And I'm ready to fight. You a challenge. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to fight her. Because, bitch, you didn't hurt the side of my head. I'm mad. I literally thought she had something. In my mind, that bitch had to have a lock. Because, baby girl, I was ready to fight her. As soon as I turn around and try to fight the fucking girl that hit me like a brick on the side of my head, she dips off in the back of the crowd. She backs the fuck up, G. These bitches is not no fighters. She bags up. And she the one with the motherfucking hands. I'm pissed. Because she literally disappears in the crowd. The boy I used to mess with, I think this is him. I believe this is him. He came and he grabbed me and like hovered over me. He grabbed me and then that was the end of the fight. And I'm thinking in my head like, these bitches just jumped me. So I immediately pushed him the fuck up off me. Because I think that was him. I believe that was him. I don't know at this point. Because I was that mad. My friend's sister's like, yo, go tell your sister. And I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go tell my sister in my head. So I'm walking down the hallway pissed off. Rage is not even the fucking word. I'm pissed off, you guys. I'm walking down the hallway. I see Akuna. Akuna sees my face. And she's immediately like, what? I said, them bitches jumped me. I just beat their ass. Like, I'm so mad that I'm like hopping off the floor. My feet is not even touching the floor because I'm literally pushing my body off the floor because I'm mad. I'm like, the bitches just jumped me. And my sister throws her book bag off and throws her glasses. And she's literally hog mode, cocky as hell, walking down the hallway, mad as fuck. And I'm walking in front of her because I'm trying to find the bitch that hit me like a brick. That's who I'm aiming for because that was the bitch I didn't get to touch. And the other girl I didn't get to touch, but she was patting on my shit, so it didn't even really matter to me. I didn't even know I was getting jumped until somebody said the girl name over here because she was kicking me, but she wasn't really kicking me. So we walking down the hallway. Somehow my sister disappears. I ain't noticing because I'm pissed off. I'm gone. Do you hear me? I'm gone. First person I see at the door is Brandy. She's in the office already. What kind of bitch just get done fighting us in the office already? So you snitching. You a snitch, bitch. She opens the door. I crack her ass. Book up. I see Officer Gaucher. So there's no point of fighting. Officer Gaucher meets me at the door before this bitch even hits me. But I'm going to say she hit me because after he grabs us and pushes me on the wall and shit, she talking about some, how you run up and get your ass beat. I'm looking like, me? How? What? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Number one, that wasn't no fight. I cracked your ass as soon as I seen you. I don't know what you did because your ass is weak. Y'all, that shit was weak. That was the weakest fight I've ever been in. The weakest. Do you hear me? And I was being jumped. I've had one-on-ones where a bitch that hit me individually by herself harder than all of them hit me together. It comes in where God was warning me and I did not listen because the teacher said it is not worth it. It is not worth it. And it was not worth it because I stayed mad at them people for a very long time. I'm a very, very, very passionate person, bro. And them bitches that hit me and I didn't get a chance to hit them back, I held that in my heart, y'all, for a very long time. For a very long time. Do you hear me? Like, I don't let up. Like, I was planning ass whoopings every day. Like, let some jump off. I'm hitting this bitch with the book and then I'm beating her ass. Like, I had real malicious thoughts in my head. I'm not even gonna explain all of them because y'all would think I was a terrible ass person. But I really walked out of there like just how I came. Like, literally just how I came is how I went home. My mom put a ponytail, like literally, my mom took a ponytail, set it in the middle of my hair, tied it with rubber bands, and I went to school like that. And I got jumped with my ponytail in, and you know, they pulled it up, but you know, they didn't even pull my ponytail off. These bitches didn't even have enough strength to pull my ponytail off. They was pulling my hair, but they couldn't pull my ponytail off. I don't know what kind of pathetic shindig that was, but it was the most pathetic. And I'm very grateful that it wasn't no tough bitches, because I probably would have been beat up, because where was my friends? Where was my friends, you guys? My friends did not do nothing. 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 And when I talked to my friends after that shit, they didn't even mention that they did anything. And after that day, that's when I was just like to myself. I couldn't even like move the same way, because if you knew me when I was in high school, my friends were my family. Because my mama didn't teach me how to be no friend. She taught me how to be a sister. I knew how to be a sister, but I didn't know how to be a friend. So your problems was my problems. If you get a jump, we get a jump. Bitch, you're not finna hurt my friend in front of me. That's like you hurting me. Them bitches really sat there and watched bitches hit me and was like, oh, what do we do now? And not because they were scary or not that they couldn't fight, but I just wasn't worth the fight to them. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I just couldn't be around people like that. And a lot of people wonder why I just stopped like hanging around motherfuckers and was to myself. And by the time senior year, I was baby girl. I was by myself. I was to myself, honey. I was to my motherfucking self, because my loyalty is too big. People don't have what you have, and you out here giving it, and they ain't gonna give it in return. I would've went to war for them bitches. I would've went to war for all them hoes, all of them. I would've went to war for them, they sisters, who they know, they extended brothers. I would've went to war. None of them bitches went to war for me. None of them. That shit really hit me. And it showed me something. And now, as an adult, I can't even build a friendship how fast regular adults build them. Because I'm looking like, no. I don't trust you. If a life and death situation came about, would you leave me behind? You know what I'm saying? Would you sell me out? Like, and I just like noticed it now. This is why I don't have any adult friends like that. Because I've been hurt by people I really fucked with. Like, I was fucking with their ass. Friendship is so deeper than what people think it is. It's so much deeper. Because my friends' battles were mine. Like, I can remember like yesterday, where if a bitch wants to fight my friend and my friend didn't want to fight, bitch, you gotta fight me. So who you gonna fight? And the bitches will turn around because you don't want to fight me. Take enough of these bitches. Like a motherfucker. Go on the war for these bitches. What you say about my friend? Bitch, you better watch your mouth. You can't say that shit around me. People don't really be your friends. They just be there for what you have or what you can give off, or, oh, I want to be like her. Let me hang around her. Oh, I can't beat her, so let me join her. Bitches is weird. They do that. Not saying that any of my friends were doing that. My friends were doing that. But they didn't have the type of friendship I had. They couldn't give it to me in return. I wasted my time. It wasn't worth it. I wasted my energy.